Got lots of love, love. 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 Got lots of love, love.
Good afternoon, everybody. It is time, the pinnacle of the North American console Overwatch scene. It is time for the grand finals of CGL Season 12. We've got Blue Team. We've got Short Bus. These two teams have battled through this bracket to get to this penultimate match. They don't want it to end here. They want to take this and ride it into the sunset. I am joined tonight by the incredible Chef Billy. I just got to know, Billy, are you ready?
I mean, come on. I've been doing this for years now. Of course I'm ready for this. Blue Team, historically one of the best teams that console has ever seen. Short Bus trying to play spoiler up against this magnitude of team that Blue Team brings to us. And I was talking with some players earlier, kind of making the reconnections here in the scene, back to my roots. And Yukio actually casted her during the pandemic, playing for Tier 3 Apollo. Had a 4K tire, I believe. Jeff and I absolutely lost our freaking minds when she let loose. That it was on Anubis. She was on defense. She was a DPS player back then. She's a healer now, and I just reconnected with her just now. Called her a star back then. Here is the proof that you can grow, and you can get to be a better spot and better player here in the CGL and in the game in general. So, 4 games versus 7 played here. Short Bus has had one hell of a loser bracket run. And now, as you said, we have gotten ourselves here as we take a look at said bracket. There you see it. Blue Team has not dropped very much on the way here. A total of, 3 games on the way to the grand final. Whereas Short Bus, they've had their issues here and there, but they really have had one of the better runs here, especially taking out Red Team, who I had as my second favorite here in the NAP Console Open. Man, that was a hell of a series. I saw it. I watched it from afar while I was at work. Absolutely had fun with it. Then Short Bus, we heard about the debacle there during the lower bracket final, and 3-0 gets them here. So, a lot more gameplay, Fletch, under the side of Short Bus. But, is there fatigue that we need to be worried about, or is this going to be just another day at the office?
Here's what I'm going to say. I have talked to Corona, one of the supports for Short Bus, right?
Mm-hmm.
He is insanely confident. Basically, what he said, and when I talked to Hey I'm Zero, they thought that the Red Team Short Bus game in the lower semis, they thought that was their semifinals. Obviously, Blue Team's not happy that they said that, right? So, I do know Short Bus is incredibly confident in their ability to win this match and come out on top. We've got our preds from the CGL website, and it does look like, most people are favoring Short Bus. So, Blue Team still, obviously, not going to be happy with that, but Short Bus coming in, they've got a lot of momentum. They've got a lot of confidence. But I'm looking for a great match as we get into our rosters here.
Yeah, we're going to take a look at Blue Team first, and Blue Team's going to have a little bit of a chip on their shoulder, especially if they have any kind of a clue that the community is actually rooting against them here. Now, it might just be all of Short Bus's friends, right? Out there, voting on the website. I've got my pred in as 4-2 in favor of Blue Team. That's what I think that the result's going to be here today. But you know what? Blue Team, SJP, top tier kid. You said that might be the best player on this Blue Team squad. Vinny, just a legend here in this scene, in the CGL. Back for another run at a championship. Harvey, we all know how damn good he can be. And then Yukio, as I mentioned earlier, one of the best supports here in the league as well. As we now take a look over at Short Bus, we'll talk about somebody that I have been really impressed with, and you and I have been talking about this off a stream here. Akaza is one of my favorite DPS players in this tournament. I have been severely impressed, mostly impressed going on, watching their gameplay. Their game sense is so good. The tracking is absolutely lethal. very interested to see what he and NRG, aka Devil, can get done. Necrise has really shown some great adaptability in that tank role as well. And then Ricky and Vivendo. Vivendo, the best support in NA, no questions asked.
Yeah, and I mean, we'll get a look at our first map here, which is going to be, it's going to be on Nepal. But I do want to talk about Short Bus. They do have a signature style, right? They love the Doomfist dive. It's what's gotten them where they are now, and I mean, they've looked absolutely terrifying on it throughout the entirety of the playoffs. Unfortunately, I haven't gotten to watch very much of Blue Team's run through the upper bracket as we get into this match. I do fully expect Necrise to be on the Doomfist, Akaza to be on the Tracer, Devil, NRG, whatever you want to call them. Probably going to be on like a Sojourn or a Bastion. But yeah, the Sojourn out from Devil. But, they're defying my expectations a little bit, I guess. But I guess that's a bit par for the course on this map. But from Blue Team, top tier kid playing the Ashe in the poke.
Well, I mean, especially here on Sanctum, you have the longer DPS reach with the Viper. You also have the ability to reposition if you do get into a bit of a hairy situation. Then Bob, of course, is 6 person to be able to contest the point. So, yeah, I mean, I don't hate this at all. I mean, we know how good Harvey is, even in playing Ping here in NA. So, I mean, this is all just par for the course here for Blue Team. I like what Short Bus is going to try to do. They're going to try and trap Vinny out with the Maywall and see if they can get the work done on the back end.
And Short Bus is hitting a long road. I mean, both of these teams just going in circles around each other. Akaza is able to get rid of the turrets for the side of Blue Team right now, and some damage out from top tier kid. Gonna burn it down, melt Akaza into a puddle, but it will be traded with the railgun from Devil. Still trying to find these picks. The shield going to deny a lot of that damage from top tier kid. Gonna hit the dynamite there, but Blue Team, despite getting the trade from Short Bus, they're gonna take the first flip, and Short Bus is gonna back off a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, you just have to work for positioning here, and they're gonna actually speed on top of Vinny.
Yeah, the speed boost from Ricky going to, try and help them collapse on top of Vinny. The Sigma will be able to survive here for the time being. And, with the turret gone, that's a lot of that, supplemental damage gone. And, surely they want to get rid of the pylon, wherever that is. But Yukio is going to be the one that starts off this next fight with a pick onto Vobendo. So an excellent pick. Most of the healing gone for the side of Short Bus. They're going to back up again, and they denied almost 20%.
I mean, both the deployables gone here from Short Bus, minus the lamp, or minus the lamp. So, I mean, looking at Yukio's positioning, I mean, always been top tier with this, especially in this tournament per se. We're going to see, an early window probably come out from Vivendo here, try to get them under the point.
A little rock into the face of Devil is no deterrent, and the Great Wall is going to put Vinny in the dirt. So without that Sigma, Blue Team just has to escape.
Yep, absolutely perfect for them. Now you're going to run in here with Harvey here. You just, basically just fed about, 5% all charge, and now they clean the fight up here. So, I mean, coming into the recontest here from Blue Team, I mean, you've got the Molten Core. Maybe you drop that below the Gravitic Flux. That's a big pick from Devil, picking out their DPS opposite.
Yeah, I mean, without top tier, you just can't go in down one. It's not reliable. It's not going to happen. They're going to wait for top tier kid to come back. Blue Team does have 5 ultimates in the bank, ready to go. Akaza waiting with this wall. The Sigma is going to get cut off in the rock from Necrise to cancel out the Flux, and an even bigger blizzard from Akaza to put Blue Team away. Blue Team used 3 ultimates there.
The wall completely denied everything that Blue Team had set up there. I mean, the Bob gets trapped in behind, somehow gets over the wall. But once that wall goes up and once the counter, once the blizzard comes out, it's done. You're done. And I mean, the sound barrier keeps you up just in case anything did go down. So this is absolutely perfectly played from Short Bus. One final fight here.
Here we go, Necryze and Devil. They have their ultimates ready to go. But Harvey going to come out here with the Captive Sun. Takes down Devil. The Flux going to hit 3 or 4, but Vinny denies it. Both Fluxes are no longer in play, and with Necryze going down, blue team will take the point.
Oh my word! But you know what? The scary thing here is that Short Best, while you know they do invest that gravitic flux there, they get to 99. The other thing is that they've got a window coming up and the overclock. Can you imagine the damage coming out from this overclock if they decide to go through the window? There's not much that you can do here if you're blue team.
As we get in here, Devil has that overclock, like you said. So dangerous all playoffs with this character, with this railgun. We will see. They know that Harvey is caught out right now. So they're going to take advantage, but what a wall by Akaza. Not just a Tracer one trick. Put some respect on this man's name. The off angle from Top Tier Kid denied by Devil. Harvey's going to be able to take down Ricky, and the Flux from Vinny is entirely useless, but Harvey is gone. They need the touch. They get it.
You gotta be
get it.
You gotta be freaking kidding me. Oh my god. It has been 0 days and 0 hours since we have had a moment. Good God! You had to know. You had to know. Oh my God, I feel like leg day right now in his Twitter post. I feel like leg day right now. Guys. Ah! Oh God! They had the map won. They had the map won.
Yeah, they did.
And okay, we got to move on. We're heading to Village now. And, I mean, Short Bus, that's got to be a little bit of a blow to the psyche. They had it won. Necryze is going to show us this Doomfist now. A lot more viability with the Doom here. Vinny going to show us the hog. Let's see how they work with this.
I mean, okay, I guess. Blue team coming out on in the non-meta comp, I guess. So this will be definitely really interesting here for blue team, as Necryze looking for an opportunity to get that punch. Not going to find it just yet. Has to get out early. So, you know, it will be blue team that's on the point, and SJP is actually going to be the one that starts it off with a pick on to Devil. Top Tier Kid switching over now to the Sojourn themselves. You know, not really going to find much of anything, but with Necryze actually gets cleansed there, so the kill doesn't come through, and Akaza is actually able to take down Harvey, but with Akaza going down, yeah, it's just too little too late. Not enough there. 17% for blue team.
What a broken fight. What a broken fight. I mean, we got two disruptive players here. We've got Akaza over on the Tracer trying to, you know, create some havoc in the back line. Bendo's going to be able to get in and out of trouble with this Kiriko. I mean, there's so much to deal with here. They've got to be very careful. The Christ. Oh my God, how do you get out with that? Just craziness. Ricky over to a signature hero onto the Ana.
Yeah, you get out there because Doomfist is kind of silly sometimes. But Akaza has the pulse bomb. Not going to find a target, but gets two anyway!
Yeah.
Akaza, oh my God! The cleanse comes through onto Necryze, and I mean, Akaza with 3 on that fight and taking over.
They just got a little tired of the pettiness going on here from blue team. Yeah, we'll see if there's any switches that might come out here. I mean, you've got the Blizzard coming up here. That's going to be a great initiator for blue team. Soundbear not too far away as well, so looking for a little bit of a speed, maybe to get SJP beyond the waiting arms of Akaza.
Akaza in the back, but Harvey is already cut. They see Top Tier Kid on the coast, going to be able to just barely not track it down, but Devil with a third! Devil with a fourth!
Devil's the devil, and is having a devil of a time right now. I don't know how many times I can say devil in a row, but we'll go with that. Still, it's not an expensive fight. Actually giving up the Sojourn now. Gonna go ahead and answer this Tracer mirror here. Top Tier Kid thinks that they can get the better of Akaza. Pulse bomb. 77% counting here. I'm looking for Devil. Looking for an early pick. Yukio, Harvey, definitely the points to look at.
Harvey is anti. No more, but the window, it's just going to be a quick and easy kite from Short Bus. I mean, that window is definitely in an interesting spot, but without that immortality field, Harvey is just in no man's land. Goes down to Akaza. Akaza with a second. Akaza coming alive here to Cries, turning SJP into a fine pace, and Short Bus coming alive on Village.
I mean, this is great stuff from them. I mean, this Doomfist comp, we've seen them pull it out numerous times here during the playoffs. This is not anything that's unexpected. What's unexpected is the lethality that Akaza and Devil NRG have been really providing as a duo here. They are pouncing on targets. They are finishing each other's kills. I am loving what I'm seeing out from them right now.
The overclock and top tier kid cut immediately by Akaza. Akaza does not think that you can challenge him. And I mean, showing it right now. The whole hog going to take down the Cries. And Vinny trying to deal with Akaza and will cut down the Tracer. But Devil has to slide out, and that is an unfortunate fight despite losing too early for blue team.
The wall.
What a wall.
The wall, they get it. I think they got around it. I think they get around it. So, I mean, they have one more chance here to get themselves on the point. Cry is going to be able to reposition with this Meteor Strike, but nothing online for Short Bus. You're running into a Pulse Bomb from Top Tier Kid. Top Tier Kid might actually get the better of the Pulse Bomb usage here today. 90% and counting. Got to get a touch here.
Yeah, hopefully better than the last one they got. 95% and counting for blue team right now. They do get the touch for the side of Short Bus. The wall goes down, and Akaza gets the touch going. SJP half HP on the point, but it's Devil. Of course it's Devil. Akaza gonna go down in the Tracer duel to Top Tier Kid, but right now it's Short Bus coming out here on top. The Pulse Bomb onto Vobendo, but it's still a 3 versus 2. The flip coming back for Short Bus, but do they get the touch? Harvey does get it, keep it going. So does Top Tier Kid. But if it's just Top Tier Kid, there's nothing you can do. The Cries cleans it up. Short Bus evens up the score on Nepal.
This is going to be the way I think that the whole tenor of this series is going to be, Fletch. We're going to have back and forth fights. We're going to go the distance. Every single map, every single percentage capture point is going to be contested. And I think that, there's a lot of respect between these two teams. You were telling me that there's a lot of respect from the Short Bus side. I know the blue team respects all the players here in the CGL, especially at the top level of the play. But now Shrine is going to be the decider. And, I mean, so far, Devil has really impressed me with this railgun accuracy, really coming up with big kills when they need it the most.
Yeah, I mean, this guy's electric. I mean, this DPS duo, this 1-2 punch for Short Bus has been nothing short of I mean, they're still going. They do not slow down for even a second. Ricky on this high ground, taking the off angle, the path of least resistance for this Ana, trying to get a little bit of damage into Vinny here on the Roadhog. The hook's going to come through on to Necrise, who is going to get that empowered punch, and Yukio, I mean, absolutely destroyed by Necrise. And I mean, this DPS duo, Devil with 2 late in the fight, and the point goes over to Short Bus.
That was fantastic. There we will see once again the 1-2 punch of Akaza and NRG. And the DPS for Short Bus absolutely owning space. Now Akaza just can be waiting here like a spider.
What is this?
No, you're waiting. You're waiting to find out. I mean, it's a good scouting point. It's a good opportunity to maybe get a one clip on one of the supports. I feel
like I'm watching a Valorant game where someone's holding a corner that you don't know you can get up to.
Ew. Valorant? Okay.
Oh, but Akaza is ready for SJP. The recall already out for this Tracer. Not quite able to deny the mega health pack in the duel. So Akaza has to escape. Vinny is on the point, but in the face of Necrise, it's going to be tough to get anything done. Top Tier Kid has gone back over to the Asher for this round. So there you see it. I mean, can one shot Akaza on the Tracer, and at 45%, this is just going to be playing for percentage for Short Bus. And I mean, Devil is going to rip SJP's head off, but they will give the flip over. They need to get out.
I mean, Hook is out, Suzu's out, so I mean, now's the time to go. You're going to be looking for a pulse bomb here for Akaza.
Oh
Gets
my
the
god!
stick.
Oh
Beautiful.
my god! Oh my god, Akaza and Devil, the nano boost comes out onto Necry's, and I thought that they needed to get out, but Short Bus had other ideas.
Oh, this is beautiful. This is beautiful from them. I mean, they, give up that 15%, get the flip back in their favor. I mean, they've really zeroed in on Yukio. Yukio is target number one, especially when you're trying to deny the engage from the Doomfist. You're trying to deny the blinks in and out from Akaza. Beautiful work from them. Now they're running into a Kitsune Rush, which is going to make Akaza even more lethal.
And they know where Top Tier Kid is. I mean, Top Tier Kid giving away that positioning, trying to get the damage onto Necry's and Nakaza. They're more than happy to jump on you and absolutely bite your head off. I mean, 85% and counting for Short Bus. I mean, this is going to be rough for Blue Team as they wait for Top Tier Kid to come back. They don't have much time. They're playing patiently, but they know where Blue Team is at. Vinny going to try and get the touch. It will be Vinny and SJP. The Kitsune Rush gonna come out from Vobendo, but Top Tier Kid and Vinny are coming alive here. The Bob from Top Tier Kid is going to put Blue Team ahead here. But Devil takes on SJP on the way out.
Yeah, that's fine. I mean, you'll get SJP back just fine. The big thing is that you got both DPS ultimates out here. So for Short Bus, they've got some options here. The Kitsune Rush completely devalued by that Bob, though, and I think that was a big kicker. That was a big win condition here for Short Bus. So when we're looking at, the kind of the min-max here, I mean, the rally, gonna keep everybody up. Never mind, Devil done with SJP.
Devil is, I mean, this guy's mortal enemy is SJP, and what a punch from Necry's, and the follow-up from Akaza is electric. Akaza able to take down Top Tier Kid, has this pulse bomb locked and loaded. The whole hog gonna come out from Vinny, but it's pretty useless because Necry's is just gonna use the Meteor Strike to get out. Yukio is in the hog pen, and they're gonna be able to take down Vobendo. So that is an unfortunate play there, as the death of Vinny is written in the stars, and it's going to have to be a touch from SJP, but Devil and Ricky and everybody from Short Bus are locked in. They take Nepal.
I mean, Necros are doing so well to keep themselves in the fight, keep the contest on. I mean, just come on. I mean, this is just dirty from Akaza and NRG. But let's talk about Ricky once again. Ricky, a legend here in the CGL, absolutely having a fantastic time here. I guess, I mean, here's the flux cancel. Actually, it wasn't a flux cancel. It was just a kill. No healing resource. I thought he actually got rocked out there from the angle we had earlier. But no, that was a really great first map. They should have won that first map. But you know what? They get themselves back into it. They take Village, and then they take Shrine. And pretty convincingly there on Shrine. A couple of fights where, they give up control rather than, keep feeding the ult charge over. They get themselves out of the fight either by death by opponent, the reset, or they throw themselves off the map. So really good fight planning here coming from Short Bus, and they take the 1-0 lead here. My Prince might be in shatters here. I'm not sure yet.
I mean, I can talk about how well Short Bus has played all playoffs for a very long time. I genuinely believe that those second two maps are the most in sync that I have seen Short Bus throughout their 7 matches that I've watched that they've played all postseason. Like they were sharing one brain cell between all of them, right? Or one brain at least. I mean, my God, everything they did was together. I mean, Akaza was, I'm used to seeing Akaza go off on those off angles and find, picks where, you wouldn't really think that, a pick would come through, but it looked like Necry's and Akaza, I mean, they were two sides of the same coin. I mean, they were locked in, and then, I mean, I think it came to a head when, Top Tier Kid was on top of that pillar and Necry's punched him down, and then Akaza followed it up. I mean, they are locked in. They think that they're the best team, and they are set out to prove that they are the best team. Now, as we get into our map number 2, which is going to be Numbani still favors what Short Bus wants to do. despite it being the blue team map pick.
I mean, are you going to run the Sigma into the
I see.
Doomfist here?
I was thinking about that. Right? Was that the point of the Roadhog?
I think that's the point of the Roadhog. I think that you're trying to get the Pigpen down to try to, get a little bit of extra oomph and maybe a little extra staying power. But I mean, the resources could go to the other members. That's what I'm looking at right now. In the displacement from the hook. But I mean, here's what I saw. I saw Devil and Akaza sharing that same brain cell with Necrise, and that's the big problem. Is that they did not have an answer to the 3-pronged attack that Short Bus was bringing on there. Throw in there the fact that Ricky and Vabendo are swapping between support heroes. I mean, Ricky was having some nasty nades there. We saw, members of Blue Team go purple quite a few times. The Nano Engage was beautiful. I mean, Vabendo bringing out the Kiriko, being able to cleanse some of the status effects that Blue Team were trying to inflict upon them. Man, I mean, this is a very coordinated team right now. Blue Team have some serious work to do here. I like this look coming out from Blue Team. They're going to have some aerial superiority. But if Devil is just as accurate here, they're in some serious trouble.
Yeah, and Devil doesn't want to slow down for a second. So, I mean, SJP and Top Tier Kid and Vinny, they've got to be on the same page like Short Bus was on map number 1. So, Akaza, once again, just chilling out, waiting, trying to get some information for the team. SJP coming up from the underside. So, it will be a Tracer duel on the coast, and SJP is the one that actually has to use the recall the most early here. And it's going to be actually SJP that comes out on top of the early Tracer duel. The Dynamite not going to find a target here on anyone, but Devil not quite finding that information, and we're going to get a pause here as we saw for a second Devil pause there. I was wondering if something was happening. But yeah, I mean, that early fight, it looked to be going the way of Blue Team.
Yep, I mean, it was just better positioning. I think that getting Vinny up there in the face of the DPS right now, being able to mitigate a lot of the damage coming out, I think that's
his batteries.
It's just absolutely crushed. Yeah, apparently a battery issue is the problem here. So they're
players.
Controller issues, meow. We all have been there in our games there on console. So we'll get the quick battery swap out here and get them back and going. But I think that, I think you're right. As far as like composition wise, I mean, we're looking at the Tracer Ash right now, and you're going into a Tracer Echo. So the Tracer pulls your eye, and it's really top tier. That's the main threat, especially with that blue beam boost that's coming in from Yukio. You're really looking at, how are they getting into these fights, and how are they, trying to pull the eye away from this high ground. That's exactly what Blue Team did just there, and they take the fight win here, and they'll probably take the first point.
Vinny anteed up, though. They're trying to get this follow-up, get the D-Mech onto Vinny. I mean, everybody getting so low, but it's actually going to be the Kryz's mech that gets removed from the fray early here. Akaza has returned, but Harvey swiftly going to dispatch that Tracer. Blue Team going to capture point A.
Yeah, but I mean, this is going to turn into a snowball here, I do believe. SJP with a nice recall there. It just goes in completely fearless, and we will have the Pulse Bomb online. We're going to have the Valkyrie as well. Self-destruct is going to create a lot of space for you. Vabendo is going to have one hell of a nano here to keep their team in it and stop this snowball that's starting to gather some steam.
Yeah, I mean, Blue Team, they've got 5 ultimates in the wings, just about. So this next fight is going to be incredibly tough for Short Bus to take here. Akaza very, very close to a Pulse Bomb coming up. So Necrise is going to actually be the one that gets aggro here, trying to keep this from going. And, I mean, they're going to try and put the pressure onto Harvey. Harvey does not TP out, and the stick on to Ricky. The protection of Vobendo, and I mean, what a sleep on the top tier kid. It's not really going to matter at the end of the day because it was a duplicated Tracer, and I mean, with the Kryz's Pulse Bomb, or that's not a Pulse Bomb, just a regular bomb coming out, it's going to not be enough here, and I mean, they can't get the kill onto Vinny. So right now, Blue Team's rolling.
Yep, I talked about the snowball, and I mean that's absolutely the case right now. And I mean it's going to come up to Ricky right now to be able to get off this rally and keep them in the fight. But with your tank gone, I think you just get out, especially with the rush. I mean the rush is really what the kicker there is. I mean the enhanced speed there gets it done. So I mean short bus coming into 3 ultimates here, holding 0.3, but it is 5:06 here on the time bank. And you have another duplicate coming up from top tier. You've got I mean, the self-destruct that we saw from Vinny just to remech there, getting them back into pilot or getting them back into the mech and getting it done. Yeah, I mean, they've got a serious task ahead of them here.
Now, you see, I don't know if you could see it on stream up there, but SJP and Akaza, we're up on that high ground now, trying to keep each other in check. Akaza does have a pulse bomb locked and loaded. What can they find? I mean, God knows. It's going to be nothing. Top tier kid able to just, you know, calmly fly away from that pulse bomb. And I mean, blue team is just absolutely rolling right now. Ricky's able to take down SJP, but I mean, Yukio, I mean, has a resurrection, I assume, but won't even try to do it because short bus, they finally found some footing here.
Yeah, I mean the rally is what keeps them in that fight. Is what flips the fight for them. And you know, getting that good kill onto SJP, starting it out, really does make the fight a little bit easier for them. But SJP is like a spy in the back line, just waiting to pounce, waiting to throw that pulse bomb. I mean, especially if Ricky gets stuck again, this fight is almost but done.
Yeah, I mean, Akaza doing his best to keep SJP in check, and a big ante, but instantly cleansed by Harvey. SJP half HP, but the duplicate comes out. Not going to be a bomb in play for top tier kid. The dive is going to come through on to Harvey, and the nano boost onto Akaza actually, and you know, facing 2 different defense matrices there, it's going to be rough. Harvey's able to take down Babendo, and I mean, shades of Overwatch 1 right now. I mean, 3 self-destructs, but Devil actually is going to be able to take down Vinny and Harvey. So, I mean, blue team just has to escape.
Oh, good fight plan.
No.
Oh, that's a brutal stagger coming through as well. I think that it has really tightened up their positioning. They're keeping the LOS away from top tier kid. You know, they're really denying the stickies, saving the defense matrix for that. So, I mean, you know, part of their fight now is done. They've taken half of this time bank off. They're coming up on a rally, which really started their turnaround. So, another good opportunity for them here. Oh my God, the recall's out.
Yeah, I mean, this duel has been a battle of heavyweights between these tracers, and Vinny is the one that starts it out. Ricky able to take out top tier kid here, so this could be rough. And the okay, pulse bomb comes out. The cleanse is instantaneous.
Oh dear God!
I mean, Bob enters the fray on the point. No grasp there for Vinny anymore. Punched out of it by Necry's. SJP lurking like a little rat once again in the backline, able to take down Devil. Necry's the next piece of prey ready for SJP, but Akaza has taken down Yukio. It's 2 for 2, and it's gonna be rough without Vinny in the fray. SJP has to use the recall, and it's going to be hard for anybody to keep this fight going. I mean, blue team, you've just got to get out.
This was a broken fight. Once we started seeing people drop and trying to stay in the fight, I mean, I see what SJP's trying to do there, but I mean, the wherewithal there from Short Bus, pulling the rally out once again. Ricky with the perfect timing on that, saves the team fight once again. Now you're coming into a reposition ability here from Necry's here on with the Meteor Strike, and I mean, Akaza, Pulse Bomb. They didn't find joy with the last one.
Here we go, the dupe out from top tier kid. SJP has to use the recall early. Top tier kid already 50% to a pulse bomb here, 70 and counting. Does not have the recall anymore. What can they get top tier kid out of this duplicate before the pulse bomb? They cannot! Top tier kid takes down Devil, and this is gonna be rough. The pulse bombs coming out galore for blue team. 2 pulse bombs, 2 sticks, 2 kills, 1 capture.
That is just disgusting. Last second little Kobe toss into spawn, latches on the Devil, And I think that really does seal the deal. But I mean, from a 5:08 starting time bank on point three, we're down to 47 seconds. So if you're short bus, while you kind of crap the bed there on points A and B, you got it together on the third point. You marshal your resources. You start getting the ultimate economy into your favor, and you really put the screws to blue team. Of course, we all know how Numbani third can be difficult to finish sometimes, and definitely defender favored. But there's still a chance here for short bus. Short bus, I want to see what they come out on. Do they bring a Sigma? Do they bring the Doomfist once again, this time on the defense or on the offense, and really take it to the back line of blue team?
No. That short answer, nah. Nah, I think they like the D.Va here better on Numbani. I mean, Necryze has some great peel with the D.Va that I think, we finally saw come out in spades on point C where they defended for almost 5 minutes. I don't know. Well, I guess they did play a lot of Doomfist on that point. But, yeah, I think that Short Bus really does prefer the D.Va here early in Numbani.
I mean, you got a high and low covered. You got the damage mitigation, especially with the longer lines here. The ability to go up and challenge top-tier kid. Yukio's got to be the main focus here for them in this initial attack.
And, I mean, Akaza already engaged in warfare with Vobendo and SJP, and no. Vobendo probably expending that cleanse early in Devil with the trade. Going to clean up on the damage, but, I mean, Harvey is going to be there for Akaza's head. I mean, the trade's coming out in spades for blue team, and they'll take it right now. Necryze, the mech just evaporates.
I mean, you should have repositioned that. You should have gone back with the team and got yourself back together as full 5. But now I'm looking for stagger kills. I'm looking for blue team to really push the advantage here. See what kind of ultimates they can get online. Top tier kid leading right now with 67% counting towards this duplicate.
And I mean, no pressure onto Yukio just yet. A little headshot on to top tier kid. SJP and Akaza fighting once again. Harvey putting some pressure onto the Tracer, and I mean, that's going to be rough for anybody. Actually gets cleansed by Vobendo, so going to be a good time here for Akaza at the moment. Has the recall. SJP doesn't. It will be it won't be a trade. Harvey coming to the rescue. The D-Mech actually on to Vinny, and the burn takes Vinny down. So without the tank here, I mean, SJP didn't even find that stick, but the floor bomb is going to be good. But Devil, oh my god.
I mean, the trades are going back and forth here. I mean, and Rez comes through and gets Vinny back in the fight. That's evil. And now you're going to probably have 2 divas on the floor here in the next engagement. Devil has the Bob ready to go. Nothing really to defend against it other than, I mean, perhaps top tier goes in with a duplicator, gets another diva up, gets double the mitigation there. They kind of trade back and forth with their defense matrices.
What a force from Harvey. Instantly forcing out that recall. Top tier kid duping the diva. Like you predicted, it will be a pick onto Harvey by Necryze, but this fight is going to be entirely too rough for Short Bus. And I mean, right now it just seems like, okay, yeah. So Short Bus, they haven't been able to find their footing on this attack thus far. They've got only 2 ultimates coming into this, what could be the last fight.
SJP has been absolutely filthy with the pulse bombs here for blue team, so I'm looking for them to find an early pick once again. And Vobendo, or I'm sorry, Harvey, under duress here from Akaza. Akaza needs to clear this out.
Yeah, I mean, this is a really interesting thing. I do really like what Harvey and SJP are doing together right now. Vobendo down there now trying to do the same for Akaza, and SJP does not have the recall, and Akaza gonna clean it up. Necryze will get demeched, so will Vinny. Vinny's actually gonna go down here. This fight's not over. I mean, there's still Harvey on the point, and Harvey with 2 kills for the Kiriko. Make it 3 for Harvey. I feel like you have to use the self-destruct if you're Necry's.
I mean, you've got 10 seconds left. It's going to be a harried touch if they can even get one at all. Vimento's going to have to probably expend this early. 5 seconds of counting. I don't know if they're going to be able to touch. They will be denied. No, they get the touch in the last second.
Akaza gets in the Kitsune Rush out from Vobendo. They get back onto the point. Akaza has this pulse bomb locked and loaded once again, and Vinny demeched instantly, going to use that self-destruct. Necry's has one of their own. Harvey under so much pressure, and finally, it looks like Short Bus are going to find their footing here on Numbani A. Top tier kid, use the duplicate. They're gonna get out alive.
This has been just disgusting. I mean, blue team.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, there might be some trades going on here. There might be a stagger pick. They know somebody's behind them. They're looking for it. There it is. They were calls out.
I feel like if you're SJP, you just gotta die there.
Yeah, I mean now you've got 2 minutes to get through the streets. We've got Pulse Bomb, and we've got the self-destruct online here for Short Bus. Nothing here for blue team other than the upcoming Valkyrie. Yeah, I mean this could turn into a snowball very quickly if they can really marshal how they go through this, especially with Ricky swapping over to the Baptiste. You've got that immortality barrier now, so you've got the Suzu. In case of Pulse Bomb, you've also got the lamp in case that doesn't work.
And top tier kid, 3 shots, you're dead. Yukio pops the Valkyrie. Shirley wants the resurrection here on to top tier kid. SJP and Akaza both using the recall early, and that is a cleanse out for Harvey. So, almost assuredly wants to get this Pulse Bomb off for Akaza. Kitsune Rush going to come out from Harvey. That cleanse going to be coming back very, very soon. There it is. Now, if you are Akaza, you want to use this Pulse Bomb, I feel like, before they get another. But the Kitsune Rush going to push the Tracer back. SJP is, on the lurk once again, trying to find something good, and that's not what you want to find if you're SJP. Cleanse going to come out once again for Harvey, and the D-Mech onto Vinny. No chance to use the self-destruct to get back in mech. That will be it. Short Bus are gonna take point B.
Yep, and I mean, they've got 2-11 now, so I mean, a couple of good fights here, especially if Vobendo goes in early, goes aggressive with this Kitsune Rush. You get the double speed here for Akaza and Devil to be able to lay into this blue team side. Now the self-destruct is online. The duplicate is online. Everything here for blue team to hold, at least in this first fight, is ready to go.
And top tier kid starts this fight with the duplication. Devil under so much pressure hops right into SJP with 2. Another floor bomb, perfect for SJP. The immortality field was good for a little while, but not enough to save the fight.
Nope. So we'll see now. I mean, what blue team? The fact that they get to hold on to self-destruct. That's the big kicker here for blue team. Yeah, you put out your duplicate, you get the damage mitigation. You put out the Pulse Bomb, you get 2 on the floor. But now you're running into Pulse Bomb and this Kitsune Rush still. Ricky, with a couple shots through it, is going to have another window.
Necry's, I'm not sure how Necry's did not see SJP there, but, marking out that Tracer is going to be important. Knows where Harvey is playing at, generally speaking, I think. Gonna try to go up there, but the peel is incredible for Vinny. They're going to get this push on the cart for Short Bus. They're so close to the end. 10 meters and counting for Short Bus, but top tier kid eviscerates Akaza, and this fight is going to be rough. The bomb not gonna find a target here. And there was a nice little headshot from Devil on it to Harvey, but if you're Short Bus, you've got to get out here. You've only got one more chance.
You've got one more chance. You've got the window and both DPS ultimates coming in this fight. Vinny still has held on to this self-destruct. This is 3 fights now that they have held on to this self-destruct. Also, you've got the Nano and the Rally at your back. We saw how good the Rally was for Short Bus. Now, less than 10 seconds, Short Bus have one opportunity to make this win.
Necry is returning on the signature Doomfist. Gonna get the slam, a little bit of overhealth. They've got the touch. The window's gonna come out from Ricky. The Pulse Bomb onto Harvey is good, but Vinny instantly trades it out. SJP and top tier kid are so low, but they simply do not care. Short bus, they fall. Blue team takes Numbani.
And Vinny finally lets go with a self-destruct. At the, a little bit of celebration there, but what a fight turn there from Blue Team. I mean, into a window and absolutely cleans Short Bus's clock, parks them permanently here in Numbani, and they even up our series here 1-1. And as we head into our first break, SJP is having one hell of a game right now. Parker is absolutely cleaning it up right now and not taking any names for granted. So, I mean, for Short Bus, now it's going to be their map pick. We're going to take a quick little break. Don't go away. We'll have map number 3. We'll be back in just a few minutes.
Yo. Cash and the ticket is yours. Cash and the ticket is yours. Yo. Cash and the ticket is yours. Cash and the ticket is yours. Cash and the ticket is yours. Yo. Cash and the ticket is yours. Yours.
Are inside here, you get an insight and you know something, you know? But you don't want to say it out loud because you're kind of afraid that it's not going to be really true and it'll spoil the whole thing for you, you know? But when somebody makes you say it, then, and it's true, then it just makes it more beautiful of a thing.
All right, welcome back, everybody. We've got a series on our hands. These teams running it so close with each other. Blue team takes Numbani, moving into map number 3. Short Bus is going to select New Junk City.
I like this pick, especially if Necrise is going to keep running the Doomfist, because Doomfist, Sigma here, two very good tanks. I like both of them. I also like the Junker Queen here, especially if we decide to see something like a Reinhardt come out. You want to close the gap. If you bring the Sigma out here, you just walk past the Experimental Barrier. You go into that. You try to get into the backline. So, I mean, for these two teams right now, this is all to play for. We're going to see how these two teams decide to fight and bring it to each other. They are playing for some money here. I'm waiting to see exactly what the breakdown is.
I think it's 500.
That's 500? Yeah, 500 here for the top place.
So, yeah, I mean, these two teams, they don't want to lose. Obviously, you don't want to lose when it's just pride on the line, but it's more than pride. They'll get a nice little paycheck at the end of this series for whoever wins. So, you know, maybe they'll actually go over to the leaky bottle, huh? I guess we'll see. But I mean, yeah, kind of what I expected from Short Bus here, Akaza on the Symmetra, just to get out of spawn quick, but Blue team actually coming out on a Junker Queen comp.
Yep. Kind of what I was expecting, and you know what you're looking for here. If the Empowered Punch is out, then you look to pull either Devil or Ricky or Vibetta, somebody in, and try to get the axe on them, try to finish them off in a hurry.
As we get into Arena, the battle begins. Necrise on this Doomfist, the signature pick for this tank. I mean, the first time we're actually seeing a full-time Doomfist here. So I'm really, really interested to see who's going to come out on top here. I mean, Akaza's taking the early positioning on the actual point, gets half of the point there, but Blue team instantly going to go back out there onto the point and a punch on to top tier Kid. They're not going to be able to take down the Ashe here. SJP under so much pressure by Akaza, and Akaza chases down the Mei, and the Mei melts. And I mean, Short Bus, they're going to take this first flip, and with Necrise squishing top tier Kid there, that will be Short Bus taking this first fight and point, and you know, going right through the team casually.
Well, I mean, when we say casually, we do see Devil going down here, but Vinny, now that you've lost your tank at 33%, I mean, wow, Akaza, beautiful work there once again. Ricky with the follow-up on that. I mean, they're starting to work in this hive mind once again, Fletch. This is what we were seeing so well on Control, you know, and Flashpoint is a sped-up Control in my mind. So I think that they work better as a hive mind when they have to collapse onto a point, when they have to really engage in a certain point. They like to play this. They like to swarm their prey here, and Blue team is definitely being hunted.
Yeah, Akaza has this pulse bomb ready to go. SJP only at 50%. So outpacing the enemy Tracer here by a lot, and forcing out the recall early. SJP goes down. Akaza, I mean, on the prowl right now. Able to take down, and they don't touch. They use the beat, but they don't get on the point.
I mean, this might actually serve them well. I say that it might serve them well. It might serve them well heading towards the next flashpoint, especially with Akaza down. But Akaza still has this pulse bomb, also double with it. This overclock is going to be so damn hard for them to relinquish control of the point. It's a race to get there. Vinny does have them in the lead right now, but sound barrier difference is definitely on the line.
I mean, Ricky and Vobendo, Akaza Devil, they've got 4 ultimates ready to go for the side of Short Bus. They have the Bob, they have the Kitsune Rush, almost a Pulse Bomb and a Rampage, but Bob is going to come out early. The overclock and the sound barrier for the side of Short Bus is the response. But Vinny and Top Tier Kid Robert has something else to say here. Akaza eats dirt there from Top Tier Kid, and Blue Team, they take the first fight here on Bum Flats.
Expensive though. I mean, with Yukio using that sound barrier in a losing battle in the first point, now you've got the Kitsune Rush and the Bob out. So now this is a chance for Short Bus to go in and kind of assert their will here, especially with the Pulse Bomb out. It misses. The Suzu is out.
Yeah, SJP not going to be able to find a target here. Akaza has one of their own. Here's the Kitsune Rush from Vobendo. Short Bus, they are just going to push Blue Team back, and Akaza, with the help of that damage, or the speed that is, I mean, the Rampage isn't actually going to find anything because of the cleanse from Vobendo, and I mean, what a play by Short Bus. They get the flip here, and I mean, they really are not looking very good in the ultimate department.
I mean, Fletch, once again, it's the fact that Akaza and Devil are playing so well in concert with each other. They get the first 2 picks in the fight, and then they almost dare Vinny to let out the Rampage, and then Isuzu cleans it all up. Akaza with this Pulse Bomb looking for death, and once again.
Recall is forced out by SJP early. There is a Pulse Bomb ready to go for Akaza. What can they find? They find 2 Top Tier Kid and Harvey eviscerated back to spawn with you. And right now, Short Bus, they're riding a high, moving into that might have been the last fight.
Yeah, this is a go or no go decision here from Blue Team. I mean, whoa, JP! It's looking. Yeah, I mean, yes, JP, they find him. I think they're going to go ahead and give up their life, or they're going to go ahead and give up the fight here, give up the point. They're going to go down 2-0 here. Map point here for Short Bus, and you're looking at Devil now. Devil's going to be coming up on this overclock. You're looking for the repositioning ability here from Necrorize with the Meteor Strike. I mean, Yukio is going to have one hell of a sound barrier here to keep their team in this map.
Yeah, I mean, Short Bus, they're still, they are riding this momentum for all it will give them. Necrise and Devil and Akaza being supported by Ricky and Vomendo. They just look unstoppable right now. And Vinny switching over to the Roadhog that they tried on Nepal. We'll see if it's going to find the merit that they want from it. SJP building up to a Pulse Bomb here, very, very close. They're able to take down Necrise. That power block cannot defend you forever, and Vinny knew that. And with Devil going down, Blue Team, they finally find some footing here on the Ducks.
Well, I mean, the switch over to the Roadhog is just meant to single out a singular target and get them back into it. So and really just focus it down. Now, sound barrier and the Kitsune Rush ready to go here for Blue Team. They've got the Pulse Bomb as well. An early force of the Suzu from Vobendo gives you the opportunity for SJP to get in there and get the job done.
Oh, you got Ajax! Devil coming alive once again. The cries goes down, but Short Bus, they don't care. Akaza with another. Akaza with 2. Harvey and SJP, and with Devil taking down Vinny. I mean, what a play by Devil and Akaza.
Good Lord. That's just wrong. That's just wrong. I mean, that would have won them this flashpoint easily. So now Blue Team coming in with 3 ultimates. Big one for me is going to be Kitsune Rush. Getting Vinny in there, getting double speed on that Harvey.
Harvey can't die here.
Harvey can't. Oh, well, top tier kid
will.
Woo!
That is a tragedy in the making for Blue Team. They're not going to be able to push. And I mean, they may only get one more chance here at this point.
Sound barrier difference here right now as well for Short Bus. I mean, that is 2 failed sound barriers from Yukio in this Flashpoint map. And now you're looking for Necrise. I mean, would you let loose with this whole hog? Do you just go in and let them have it?
Yeah, I mean, the Kitsune Rush, the sound barrier, the Meteor Strike. They're just going to push blue team out, and Akaza cleans up SJP. The Tracer 1v1 going the way of Akaza here. Top tier kid soloed out, will go down. They get the touch from Vinny, but it's just Vinny. Nobody else on the point. The whole hog cannot get rid of Devil. And I mean, Vinny, no breather here. They're able to take down Vobendo, but they get the flip.
They get the flip. That's going to be the flashpoint as well. So, I mean, they just need to go ahead and take a look at where they're going to go next. Because this is where you have to make decisions. Okay, yeah, we expended ultimates into this. We didn't get the value out of it. We're going to go ahead and take up to 100% here. And I mean, for Yukio, almost has another sound barrier online, thankfully. So, are they actually... Wait, are they going to try and contest this? They are!
They do try it. They have the lead.
No
They
shot!
take down Yukio. They get the touch, and they eliminate Yukio. Send right back to spawn another time. They're going to get the flip here. Blue team will touch here, but Akaza looking for some prey with this pulse bomb. SJP, busy, top tier kid, one shot. I mean, the pulse bomb's going to come out. The Cries can't put up the fist. The Cries exploded, but Ricky goes down. The pulse bomb takes down Vinny. And Short Bus, they take New Junk City.
Absolutely clutch. I was talking about the go, no-go scenario. Pfft, screw that. They thought they had it in the bag, and they did. The touch from Akaza, the little bit of a bait there to pull Vinny out of position. They get a ton of damage on him, and Akaza, once again, showing up massive for this Short Bus team. They are halfway to taking this championship over the prohibitive favorites in blue team. And man, I mean, these control style maps are out really favoring what Short Bus want to do as a team. Blue team, gonna have to go back to the drawing board and decide what it is that they can do to shut down the DPS duo of blue team. Or of Short Bus, sorry.
I mean, that was dominant. That was of the 3 maps that we've seen thus far, Short Bus, they took that map and they ran with it. And, it was their map pick, right? So, I mean, if you are blue team coming into push, I don't really know. Maybe, I think Coliseo might be the best bet. We're going to get Esperanza, actually, coming into map number 4. And I still think that plays very, very well into Necry's on the Doomfist.
Not only that, but it also plays into Akaza on the Tracer. So, I mean, so many little alleyways, little cubby holes to, kind of sneak around in. But, I mean, it also favors SJP as well. Definitely not anything to sniff at on their Tracer play. We'll see. I think that we'll see top tier kid actually probably come out on the top onto the Echo with Yukio onto that Mercy. That really did favor a lot of what we saw there on Nimbani. So we'll see how we go into our next map of Esperanza. How does this go down? Does, top tier kid kind of rule the skies? Or do we see, the continuation of the show from Devil and Akaza? This has been thrilling so far. We're only 4 maps in now in Portugal. Our next port of entry as we get this underway. I mean, Vinny has shown a few tanks here. I'm not sold on the hog completely. I think. I mean, you've seen some of that isolation that you want the hog to do, but when you let loose with the hook, you're vulnerable for a second. You saw them kind of pump the damage in onto Vinny, makes them force that breather out, and then they just absolutely go all in on the hog. So, I mean, really, Short Bus, when they see the hog come out, they completely flip their script. They go in on the tank, and we're going to see Vinny come back out on the hog probably again.
See, what I think is, I've seen moments from the Roadhog, right, where they've gotten done what they want to get done, but it's just not possible to win a championship on moments. You can't rely on, a pick every other fight, right? Like that, it just doesn't work like that. And I see the vision with the Roadhog. It interrupts. It's annoying sometimes, but I don't know. I feel like the way that Short Bus have been running this Doomfist composition, it's just not enough for the Roadhog. I mean, we see them coming back out on the Roadhog, recently reworked. I mean, it's interesting to see. Is a little better than it used to be. but still under a lot of pressure. I don't know. As we get into this first fight, I mean, both of these teams really scrappy right now. It's going to be a big slam from Necry. Is going to get a little bit of that overhealth. Going to get out. I mean, they're going to get a little bit of meterage here for the side of blue team. But I mean, this is not going to be an easy fight for blue team. I think. I mean, they're relying on standing still and trying to get this Doomfist out of position. But I mean, Necry just won't let it happen. And there's the hook again. Gonna go wide. They see Vinny and Harvey in this cubby, and Harvey's gonna TP out. Hog going to help find the Kiriko here, and finally, the fight will go over to blue team.
I mean, we're looking for somebody to make a pick. I mean, this is a pick comp right now. I mean, you're looking for Vinny to be able to hook and isolate somebody. You're looking for Necry to do the same, just with the empowered punch. It's up to Akaza and Devil for Short Bus to be able to clear in on top of that. They've got to stop worrying about Vinny in the front and get after Top Tier Kid in the sky and get after Yukio in the sky. That's your main threat right now, is the Echo and the Mercy, because you don't have that aerial threat. And I mean, Pulse Bomb ready to go. Stick!
No. Cleanse by Vobendo is going to be good. Akaza ready to go with the Pulse Bomb. Has to use the recall here. TP comes out from Harvey and, I mean, Ricky into the pig pen, found by Vinny. Devil popping the overclock is only going to be good for SJP. Vinny takes down Devil, and there's no escape for Vobendo. Burned down by Top Tier Kid.
Yep, that is just that's an unfortunate fight there. Yeah, they use the overclock there to get to the Sombra now. So now we're going to go to Sombra. So now we're going to be looking for the denial of the aerial. We're going to be looking for the denial of Yukio being able to Guardian Angel out of the way. We're looking to get on top of Top Tier Kid to get their mobility out of the way as well. So many options here for Devil to go for a hack target.
Harvey uses the cleanse and the TP. So, I mean, if Akaza finds this out, it's going to be pretty dangerous, but not going to be able to. And Harvey is actually the one that finds the pick. I mean, Harvey has been a game changer on the Kiriko all series long. I mean, they're going to find Necry's here more than likely.
Wait, where'd you
okay,
go?
Yeah, there's the pick. But, I mean, blue team, once again, blue team's map pick coming over here to Esperanza. I was questioning the Roadhog, but they finally showed me more than just moments. They're on a roll.
It's not the Roadhog though, Fletch. It's Top Tier Kid and Yukio. This duo, this tandem, this partnership right now is absolutely destroying everything that Short Bus wants to do. So I mean, that's where the real danger is for Short Bus, is in this Echo duo.
Pulse Bomb out from Vinny, and Necry eats up the SJP. Pulse Bomb, Top Tier Kid burns down Devil, and with no recall for SJP, it's going to be a trade. Actually, I did not expect that.
Things I didn't have on my card there. That was one of them. Ricky has brought out this Ana as well, 65% towards the Nano. I like this Necry's pick now. You get in the sky, you challenge Top Tier Kid. Yes, the duplicate against you is going to be brutal, but we haven't seen that much success out of the duplicate coming from them. So we'll see how this goes.
As we get into the very first fight that Short Bus has won, they are trying to get this bot over to their side, but SJP with a pick onto Ricky. That is going to be heartbreaking for the side of Short Bus. Vobendo has to use the cleanse to escape the sticky grenades of Top Tier Kid, and walking in front of Necry's, Vobendo goes down, and SJP is able to take down, or Necry is able to take down SJP. But I mean, blue team, they're gonna get back to the barrier just about. Necry eats another Pulse Bomb. A great heal, by the way, onto Vinny. I mean, the Kitsune Rush is gonna come out here, and I mean, EMP actually from Devil is going to help them take down SJP, but the DMAC comes through onto Necry's. Gonna use the bomb to get back into mech. Takes down Top Tier Kid's duplicate, but I mean, Bot's going for a bit of a walk here. Akaza taking TS1 for a trip here.
That's actually massive that they get. That's actually massive that they get it back because now the forward spawns are not there. So that's actually a great bit of gamemanship there from Akaza to deny now the forward spawns. And I mean, let's see if Akaza definitely not going to get out of that.
Yeah, Yukio's hacked up, but you know she's just gonna shrug that off. I mean, right now, blue team they have looked unstoppable on Esperanza. They've lost a couple of fights, but I mean, they look strong right now. As we get into this next fight, I mean, the short bus, they're in desperate. I mean, there's still 4 minutes left, but down 110 meters. It's always going to be rough here. Nekrai is taking so much damage. You can only defend from one way, and you can't defend everything. So I mean, all of the pressure onto Nekrai's mech it's a nightmare to say the least. Vinny, you know, those hooks being so annoying, and SJP and Top Tier Kid are, you know, finding a lot of value. That pulse bomb will not. SJP, okay, gonna get the heal from Yukio, but you know, the bot's not moving right now, but it's also not going back. So I mean, this is being at a standstill right now is nothing but a boon for blue team, and they're finally gonna get the bot moving again, despite the trade. And I mean, right now, short bus they actually can't find anything.
They've got to get this Mercy Echo combo out, and the pulse bomb does come out. No joy, and Vabendo actually dies on the end of it.
Yeah, I mean, with Akaza dead, I mean, it just keeps getting rougher and rougher for the side of short bus. They haven't pushed anything. They have no meters on the bot, right? So with 2 minutes left, I mean, I am not favoring the fact that that blue team wins this map at the moment. It'll be a great hook onto Devil to take down the Ash, and finally, it looks like after, you know, another 2 minutes or so, I mean, short bus, they're finally going to find their footing, but they've got a long way to go.
They've got so long. They've got at least 4 fights, at least 4 contested fights before they get anywhere near this 130. I mean, this is all but overdone, but the crying. I have seen some massive comebacks in my time casting since we've gotten Flashpoint into our map pool. But now that Nano's off the board, you don't have that amp damage coming out from Nekrais, which Nekrais just absolutely needs to be able to shred down Vinny in the front line.
Here's the Kitsune Rush from Vobendo in response. The Valkyrie from Yukio. So the hook is going to come out onto Nekrais, and the bomb gonna find Vinny. The duplicate from Top Tier Kid is going to be good for the invincibility frames, but with Ricky and Nekrais finding one each, Akaza cleans up Yukio. They finally find their footing. They'll finally get some bot movement.
I mean, there goes the mech. There goes the duplicate. It should be, yep, the duplicate is done and dusted. So now, I mean, you're looking at the whole hog. You're looking at what I think the most important one here is Harvey's Kitsune Rush. They're going to need to really marshal this nice and strong, get a good angle, and be able to cut off the approach here to the first checkpoint here for short bus.
Wait, did Harvey just die out of a Kitsune Rush?
I think so.
Harvey just died out of Kitsune Rush. They're going to get the resurrection, but not before short bus gets the point. Okay, SJP is going to get the touch, but they're going to unlock butt scratch. That is a nightmare scenario for blue team. They still have the advantage by 80 meters here. But without that Kitsune Rush, it's going to be rough. Vinny is antied. Might need the cleanse, but Ricky goes down! Top Tier Kid explodes the Ana. And SJP with another eaten pulse bomb. I mean, the pulse bomb might come out from Akaza here, but Harvey takes down Nekrais and Akaza!
Yep, the retribution there is big. You take me out of my Kitsune Rush, I'm going to kill 2 of you. Beautiful work there from Harvey. 5 seconds left. I don't even know if we get a touch here. If we do, it's going to be very last second.
I mean, I feel like, yeah, this map is over. Done. 2 picks over to blue team. Whole hog, a celebration. That will be blue team. They even it up again. I mean, what a back and forth series, right? That we've got right now. Both of these teams not wanting to let it go.
Well, I mean, this is back and forth seesaw battle like I was expecting, especially from when we saw the back on Nepal. We'll see how they actually win it.
Yeah, I mean, these two teams, they think they're the best. And at the moment, I mean, there's not a clear gap between them. I mean, they've taken 2 maps each, and, the last 2 maps haven't been particularly close. But the first 2 maps were, that much. So going into our second break here and coming out with another short bus map pick, I mean, I'm seriously looking forward to the rest of this series. So when we come back, we will go into map number 5. It's going to be Escort. It's going to be short bus's map pick. And, I mean, the clash will continue, so stick around. Welcome back, everybody. And this series has been so back and forth, push and pull. And neither team wants to give it up. 2-2. Blue team took Esperanza to move us into map number 5, which is going to be Watch Point Gibraltar.
Oh boy. I mean, so many different ways you can go here. We've seen Diva v Diva. We have seen the Hog come out. We have seen the Echo come out. We have seen Ash come out. We haven't seen a Hanzo yet. And honestly, Hanzo could actually play a very pivotal role here, especially on Watchpoint Gibraltar with Vision, with those tree trunks, with Storm Arrow, with the Dragon Strike. I mean, there's a lot of ways that you can go here. So here's what I'm noticing so far. Anytime it is a map point or a map pick coming out from Short Bus, they really take us to places where the Echo Mercy combo doesn't work so much and the Roadhog isn't as powerful. So, I mean, do you go in here and you give all the value to just the Echo Mercy combo here? Vinny showing us something something different there in Spawn. So we'll see how this actually comes around. But I think I like this from Short Breast, especially if they're going to keep running this Roadhog look at them. Getting that Discord orb is going to be a nightmare for Vinny if they do come out on the Hog once again. Now, the other problem is the change with this Zenyatta pick. You can't insta-lock and perma-lock the tank down in Discord orb hell. You do have that timer on it now. So, Short Bus is going to be very, very cognizant of this when they go into these fights. If they are going to Discord a target down, they need to make sure that they are able to burn it down. Otherwise, you lose the value of it.
And I think the blue team expects Short Bus to be on the Doomfist, so they're coming back out on the Roadhog. So this will be an interesting look here for Short Bus. And Ricky on that Zenyatta, like you said, is going to be a nightmare for Vinny and just about anybody that is going to come into contact. And already you're seeing it. That take a breather can only do so much. Has to instantly walk away and escape. Necries from this high ground, just putting those pellets down on to the low ground. You know, blue team gonna try and get it underneath the bridge. Akaza will be there to stop it. And, I mean, Vinny and Top Tier Kid, you don't need a dive tank to run a dive, do you? Vinny and Top Tier Kid help to take down Devil, and it's looking rough right now for Short Bus without their Ash.
I mean, the problem is it's what I kind of pointed out earlier. It's the isolation. And the fact that you had the Mercy tether there as well with the damage boost, I mean, that's absolutely going to burn it down. But this is where you get big. This is where you go big right now. You get on top of that Discorded target and you let them have it.
Yeah, and I mean, Necries, oh my god, get back here! Get back here, Necries! And the whole Hawk comes out and Devil instantly puts it away! The duplicate out, the res onto Vinny, but the whole Hog is gone. Akaza takes down Yukio, the recall is out, but Top Tier Kid cleans it up. I mean, look at blue team go.
It's not done yet. It's not done yet. There's still a chance for a recontest, especially with that up there. Yeah, they're going to pop the Transcendence. They're going to try and kill people. They're just going to LOS it right now. And now you're in trouble if you're Ricky. Do not give up 0.88 meters.
Yeah, I mean, Vinny is low and they give it up.
Oh, God! They were on the point!
Yeah, I thought they were too, but I mean, it rolled just, you know, all you had to do was be away from the point for a split second, and they unfortunately stepped off. Just unfortunate for Short Bus, but, you know, they go next. That's all you can do.
Yeah. I'm still kind of flabbergasted. I thought they were touching, but you know what? Chicken Billy did come out. A little bit of the bagak. Now we're going to be looking to see what kind of a contest they got here. They've got the Bob ready to go. They've got self-destruct impulse as well.
But Vinny does not have any more resources for the breather, and Vinny and Harvey go down, and now blue team has to play it safe. They've got to back up.
I mean, I'm looking for, you know, the DPS and the heal core to be on top of shuttle, get that LOS, and just make this approach lethal for a blue team. So, I mean, Bob, once again, you can throw Bob down. If it gets a little too hairy, if they start getting a little bit too much forward progress, and get it on top of the Necries is out of mech, but they get the self-destruct 3 mech.
Oh, the pulse bomb canceled out! Oh, gets in mech just in time. Does take a little bit of damage. But can they keep Necry's alive? The answer for now is yes. But with Ricky dead and the whole hog invested by Vinny, I mean, this is looking rougher and rougher, but Akaza takes down the backline.
Oh my God.
Top tier kid is dead, and it is a 2 versus 2 right now. It's Akaza versus SJP on the point, and Akaza comes out on top, put in the dirt by Vinny. But now, with the return of Ricky, Vobendo has a little bit of help.
Yeah, but I mean, the swift step in from Harvey is going to give them all the resources they need. Yeah, you got to back up and take a little bit of a breather here, and give yourself a time to get back together. As the full 5 duplicate online here for blue team, but the window and the Transcendence almost online here for Ricky. That's going to be a big kicker and a cause. If you can land a big pulse bomb here, it turns it out. What a stick from top tier kid! Holy crap!
Yeah, Vobendo, explodes, and right there, that's it. This fight is already over. I mean, top tier kid just decided, I am going to take over the lobby, and there is nothing you can do about it.
Top tier kid just gets 3. The cleanup on the back of it. Aisle 5 is completely wiped out, sold out for the week, and you get to hold on to this duplicate as well. So now you're going to have what will most likely be a Diva duplicate. We haven't seen very much. I've said this a couple times. We haven't seen very much out of these duplicates on the Diva from top tier kid. But I mean, the damage mitigation, I think that's the bigger point of entry for them, is being able to negate a lot of this damage coming in.
Top tier kid has also really liked duplicating the Tracer, right? A really good Tracer in their own right, and I mean, more than happy to press that that ultimate on to the Tracer. So I mean, 4 ultimates for blue team, coming up on 3 for short bus. This is going to be a rough fight. Here's the kit rush out. So low, Vinny's so dead. Devil with 2. Akaza cleans up SJP. The Kitsune rush entirely useless here. Pulse bomb not gonna find anything. 4 top tier kid gets cleaned up. Yukio not able to keep them alive there.
And the Kitsune rush was out. So I mean, the Fox rush was out. They didn't get anything on the back of it. Akaza once again gets on the better end of blue team. That's the first of like probably 3 fight wins that short bus need to be able to secure this second or this final point and not go down with a full 3-point completion.
And the hook into the pig pen is there for Vinny, but gonna just escape. And it seems like Devil had the spider sense going. Knew that SJP was looking for it. The stick is here. It takes down Ricky. No response possible. No Transcendence. No Immortality Field. Here is Devil's response. It is the overclock. The Cries has to use the self-destruct. The bomb out from Akaza, and Devil cleans it up. Devil with 3!
All right.
I see you, Devil.
Yeah, one for all of your sass. I mean, just absolutely cleans them up there. And now window available. Ricky still not being able to get it done right now on this Zenyatta. I think that the Discord Orb absolutely doing the job that it needs to do. Also, being able to keep this Harmony Orb onto Akaza just gives him that little bit of extra staying power in these fights. Now, you're looking for Vinny. Vinny wants to clear some space. Vinny wants to claim some heads here, and the Pigpen is lying in wait.
The Pigpen's gone. But Vinny, you can't put that Discord on him for a few more seconds. So as we get around here, Ricky under a lot of pressure, probably by top tier kid. Devil just dies it. I mean, SJP solo doesn't have the recall here. Will go down. Devil chased down by Akaza. Devil gets the final blow. So, I mean, 42 seconds left. Blue team, they are in shambles.
This is not how they expected it to go down. I mean, Devil has been, this swap over to the Sojourn, the mid to long range, the Disruptor field, everything working in their favor. Now, one final real good push here from blue team. Duplicate almost online.
Here we go. Blue team, they've got a couple of ultimates. Ricky has a Transcendence to respond to the Kitsune rush. Can they get it? We will find out. The duplicate onto the Baptiste, but SJP takes down Devil. Pulse bomb out from SJP, not going to find a target, but top tier kid will. The damage from the Pulse bomb is going to be there. Harvey goes down to Akaza, but they've got another touch here. Potentially, Akaza with 2! The backline is gone! And they have the self-destruct! Akaza with the pulse bomb! Self-destruct comes out! They're gonna hold!
They are going to hold. I mean, yes, that is a last-second hold. Akaza coming up. Diamonds once again. Even with Devil going down there in the early fight. Akaza says, I will not let my team down. I will not let my DPS brother down. I will clean up this fight. You will not pass. You will not get the 3 points. Now, blue team, they got to get themselves together here. I mean, because they had a full head of steam there, point A. Point B got a little bit hairier. And then we saw, top tier kid absolutely turn a fight on its head after about a 2-minute stall out from Short Bus. Short Bus was just biding their time. Point 3 belonged to Short Bus. And the swap from Devil over to the Sojourn is the reason why. And that is exactly why we see where we're at right now. Definite win condition here for Short Bus. Vinny is going to show us the Diva here. I like this pick a whole hell of a lot better than I like the Hog, even though the Hog was getting value. I don't want to deny that. But I think the Diva is the safer pick here. It's the more reliable pick here. And we'll see who's going to get the better of this tank battle. But my word, Fletch, Akaza and NRG versus SJP and Top Tier Kid. This has been a marquee matchup of the console scene that we have not seen the likes of for quite a few years.
Yeah, I mean, my God, these heavy hitters. I mean, these teams are absolutely... I mean, they're just on a rampage. Neither team wants to give an inch, like I've been saying the entire time. I mean, Ricky might have to switch off of the Zen now that, blue team is on to the Diva, but I guess we'll see. Maybe that Discord Orb still can find that value. Not really 100% sure on that, but we see Devil still has this 100 charge, trying to find an opportunity to let it go. Not going to be able to do so just yet. 53 meters and counting for Short Bus already, and I mean, they're going to try and jump on top of Necry's. The Discord Orb on it to Vinny is going to be enough to push blue team out of the fight, and they almost take down SJP, not quite able to do so. But the cart keeps rolling here for the side of Short Bus. No picks found, but I mean, they keep pushing blue team further and further back. The D-back comes out on to Vinny, and if Vinny goes down, the chances of holding this go out the window. And just like that, I mean, no picks for this entire time, and in the snap of a finger, Devil, Vobendo, and Necry's, they eviscerate blue team.
5-10 as they enter into Hangar Bay. And I'm looking at right now, Immortality Field and Railgun Shot. Those are the two things that are really giving Short Bus such a huge advantage. Also, that Discord Orb, we've been mentioning it all map long. This Discord Orb is making everybody's life hell.
Yeah, I mean, Vinny is having a rough time. I mean, Devil, oh my God, Devil taking down Harvey. Top tier kid has to use the duplicate, and Necry's, feed me, says Necry's. SJP, another pulse bomb right into the defense matrix. As we get further into Short Bus, they have 4 ultimates ready to go.
Oh my God!
The self-destruct gets D-Mac, gets dead Harvey in the locker, shoved into a corner. Not able to stay alive. Necry's coming alive once again. Ricky taking down Top Tier Kid. Blue team, they are on the ropes.
You got to get out here, though. You got to get out here. You got to get back to your team. You got the self-destruct from both sides. Oh, God, SJP just gets melted. You're going to have a chance for a recontest here from Vinny. The self-destruct is ready to go, and Yukio is in the sky.
But
never mind.
What a dive. Necry's taking down Yukio and opting to not use the self-destruct for Vinny. Very smart play there, but 5 minutes, 10 seconds to go, 86.28 meters.
They last 0 time there. They actually enter into point 3 with the same time they entered point 2, and now you're looking at the overclock. You're looking at the pulse bomb once again. The only thing they've got on the line right now is Vinny with the self-destruct. That's just going to buy them a remake at the best.
Top tier kid on the Ash, trying to find some value, but the dive from Necry's I mean, it forces out the jets of Vinny. Both have their self-destruct. We'll see if this one can get anything. It finds Yukio! The Mercy is gone and dead! What else can they find here? The grenade from Harvey is going to find nothing here, but Rovendo goes down, and they don't let Vinny get back in mech! The cries, the mech is gone, but
SJP!
Devil cannot escape! SJP coming alive late, but they've still got so much time to cut through.
All right, Vinny still has self-destruct. Okay, and Vinny over to the... Oh, my gosh. Vinny gives that up for a better defensive tank player. They're looking for damage mitigation. They're looking to cut off the lines of sight here from Devil and Akaza. They know that this overclock is online. They're looking for accretions. That's a big start. Now the bomb ready to go for blue team in their defense.
SJP, the recall already gone, and Akaza knows damn well that he can find it, but cannot actually get there. Yukio, the peel, excellent on the Mercy. Now, Short Bus playing the sidelines, biding their time a little bit, trying to get into Cries back up to full HP. Top tier kid, Yukio, they have their ultimates here. What can they find? What value can they get? They're trying to get into Cries down Short Bus. They have 4 waiting in the wings, and the Cries and Akaza take down SJP. The Transcendence is out. So is the Overclock. What a play. Devil with 2. Devil with 3. Devil with 4 on the Overclock.
GG's.
And that will be almost it. They do get the touch from SJP. The recall is there. What can they find? SJP dead. And Short Bus, they're gonna do it. They're gonna move to match point. 3-2. They take Watch Point Gibraltar.
Championship point here for Short Bus in what would be a monumental upset here in the open tier of NA console. Blue team on the ropes. Devil and Akaza still sharing that same brain cell that we've seen from map number 1. Comes back into their favor once again. And Fletch, do we hold true once again? Do we hold true with the Short Bus picks going in their favor? And then we see Blue team come out here with their pick, and it's going to go in their favor. Are we going 7, my friend?
I mean, God willing, right? Yeah, I don't know if you can hear it, but my voice is getting tired, but I'm not. I am so amped. This match has been nothing short of incredible thus far. Our next map type is going to be Control. And we went to Nepal on map 1, so the 3 choices are going to be Antarctic Peninsula, Lijiang Tower, or Ilios.
Whoo, boy! I mean, what are you looking to exploit here? Obviously, you want to get into a map where Top Tier Kid can shine, because Top Tier Kid has kept Blue team in this series. So you're going to be thinking, God, where the hell do we go now? Especially now that we're seeing Energy and Akaza once again getting back on that same harmonious sine rhythm there. I mean, the wavelengths are absolutely in sync right now. There is no deviation between those two. God bless it. I'm scared. I'm scared for Blue team here, because there's not very many places that you can go that really favor what you've been showing us today. Well, we do have our map pick in. It is an interesting pick, to say the least, Fletch. We're going to take a look and see what Blue team has in store for us. It's going to be Antarctic Peninsula as our 6th map of the day.
Yeah, and I'm curious, do they keep Ricky on this Zenyatta? Right? I mean, that was one of the most pivotal switches that they made on Watchpoint Gibraltar. And I mean, that Discord orb was a nightmare for everybody on the side of Blue team. I mean, they just took so much damage. They just got overwhelmed. So coming into Antarctic Peninsula, do Short Bus come back out on that Zenyatta? And, you know, if they do, what tank are they going to come out on? Is it going to be the Doomfist? Is it going to be the D.Va? I'm really, really interested to see. But how is Blue team going to respond? Are they going to come back out on that Roadhog that they've tried so hard to get going? I mean, I simply don't know. As we get into map here, our first map is going to be Icebreaker. The composition is going to be Necryze on the D.Va, Vinny on the Roadhog.
I mean, you're going to have a little bit of more mobility here for said Hog if they actually do come out on this. I think the big kicker right now is that they haven't dealt with Ricky on the Zenyatta. The target focus there with the Discord Orb has been absolutely supreme. And Devil and Akaza are just getting it done. And I mean, yeah, we're seeing in real time what these two teams can do as we head now to, it looks like Icebreaker. Yeah, I believe this is Icebreaker that we are going to. So I want to see what Vobendo and company can get done here. They're sitting on match and championship point. Somebody's going to win here, or we're going to the fabled map 7.
Here we go. First fight here on Icebreaker. The hook on to Devil. Devil explodes. The Junker Queen from Necry is not able to protect as easily as the Diva. SJP eviscerates Necry's, and that will be blue team taking this first fight and more than likely the flip.
Well, we'll see. We'll see how this actually goes. Yeah, Yukio, the speed option right now, too good for them. And we all know that Harvey can dot the I with the best of them. So back to the drawing board here. Ricky is actually going to stay, or actually come back out onto the Zenyatta. So, I mean, looking to burn Vinny down. They were probably expecting the Diva or the Sigma to come out here, and that's why you don't pull the Zenyatta here. But now with an open target, no shielding, absolutely go time for the Zenyatta.
Necry's will get that hook from Vinny, able to stay alive despite the pigpen damage. So, I mean, Ricky's got to get this Discord out onto someone, and, I mean, an Immortality Field is going to be good to keep Vobendo alive. Kitsune Rush coming out from Harvey. The Railgun not going to find the pick, but Akaza will. SJP, I mean, Necry's, the pigpen not going to be a factor here. We'll see who else is going to go down. Vinny taking so much damage, does not even have that Discord on him right now, but with Vinny going down, Short Bus, they're going to take over.
I mean, and they do it in the neutral. Other than the Pulse Bomb that came out earlier, I mean, Ari almost has another one. Devil, once again, cleaning up what Necry's is throwing out there and dishing onto the Yukio Lucio. So now, it's going to be a 5-pack of ultimates almost here coming into this fight for Short Bus. But SJP, they have an overclock of their own coming up. We have not seen the SJP Sojourn so far. What does this look like?
Pulse Bomb comes out from Top Tier Kid, and SJP is the one that cleans up Ricky. The Amp Matrix not going to find a target, and with Necry's mech being torn down by the whole hog, blue team take over once again, 60% counting.
They use that Consider Rush in hopes that Ricky would be able to get that Transcendence up online. That's why they invest so heavily into that fight, and it actually bites them in the rear end there because they do not get it out there. So Vobendo over to the Baptiste. This is where I'm going to be looking to see what can they get out of this next fight. Can they land a Pulse Bomb? Is the Suzu going to come out?
Here's the overclock from Devil, so electric with it on every other map before the Transcendence in response from Ricky. Pulse Bomb in the wings for Akaza. The Breather not going to be there for Vinny. Necry's takes it down with the help of the Discord and the Sojourn. I mean, with the cleanse out, you know, blue team will escape, but Short Bus, they find their footing once again here. I mean, they've got 45%.
It'll be one fight. For blue team, I think you take it in neutral. See if Top Tier Kid can find anything with the Pulse Bomb. And if it doesn't work on that, then you go in behind that with the Container Russian. I mean, that Discord Orb is doing the job.
What a stick by Akaza, but canceled out by the Take a Breather. Those resources are still there, and SJP ripping Akaza right back to the spawn room. Devil evens it up. Here is the self-destruct to get back in mech for Necry's. The flip might go over to blue team here, but Ricky takes down Yukio. They have some ultimates, but they won't be able to pop them. One more fight is all that Short Bus needs. I mean, they can't get the healing out onto SJP because of the defense matrix, and they have two ultimates coming in. Akaza, Top Tier Kid fighting here. I mean, Akaza gonna have to use that recall, gonna get out just fine. 95% counting. Blue team, they have one more chance. Short Bus, they don't have any ultimates here. Top tier kid has to use the recall here early. Has to get out here. The beat gonna come out. Does not hit top tier kid. Top tier kid goes down into trade. Vinny takes down Bobindo with the whole hog. Akaza comes back. It's 2 for 2. Necryze goes down. Yukio, one shot. The Devil with another. Devil with a second kill there. Vinny has no healing left in the Devil with a third again.
No shot
with 4. What the hell is this guy doing?
Somebody give me whatever he is on right now because I need some of that in my veins. Holy cow! You
This
can't stop it!
Camming, by the way.
Yeah, they're hand camming. They're all being hand cammed. This is the grand final. Everybody on the team is being hand cammed right now. Holy crap! Blue team has sound barrier advantage into that fight, and Akaza and Devil absolutely littered the kill feed with the corpses of blue team. This is championship map point here for Short Bus. One sub map to take the win.
Yeah, I mean, my God, these teams bloody battered, but they're still going. I mean, what? I mean, this match has been nothing short of one of the best we've seen all season. I mean, as we get here into laboratories, blue team, they need it to stay alive. This is one of the most important points of their season. I mean, the Discord's out onto Vinny, not gonna be able to get it back there for a few seconds. But I mean, Harvey's no man's land does get the peel. Great peel onto Vinny, and the Discord orb blows Vinny into the afterlife there. And Yukio gets really aggressive. It's 2 for 2. Short Bus will get the trade, but of course, why? Who else but Devil? Oh my God, Devil with a third.
Absolutely disgusting. 73 health and a dream. Looking for some kind of health. Looking for somebody to give them the healing resources they need. Vinny over to the Sigma now. Yeah, that's going to provide some pressure, and it's going to probably force Ricky off onto a Lucio of their own, and maybe go over to maybe the Ana. We know the Ana's really good as well. I mean, there's so many options here, but I mean, now you just kind of ignore the Sigma here with the orb. Oh my God! Nice eat there from Vinny. Yeah, Vinny gets good. Yeah, Vinny finally gets some knobs there. I mean, Necryze has been absolutely feasting on projectiles all day long, but yeah, big kills here coming through. This should be the flip coming at 40% and counting.
Yeah, I mean, but hey,
never mind.
You're never out of the fight. Necryze gets another. I think that is 5 pulse bombs right into the gaping maw of Necryze. And if Devil's alive, the fight is never over. I mean, this guy has been so clutch so many times. Here's the window from Bobindo, the peel, the kite from the window from Vinny, trying to stay alive here in the face of the Amp Matrix. Will do just that. SJP gets one, but Devil down! Get out of here, SJP! This is Devil's house! Devil has now an overclock of his own, and Vinny is gone, dead. Harvey cut by Devil, and Short Bus, they take over again!
I mean, the transcendence from Ricky is, first of all, disgusting. Absolutely launches out with it. Now overclock advantage here on the flank. I don't think they even know that Devil is over there. NRG absolutely having their way right now with the blue team. 61%, 38%, and it's a championship for the Short Bus.
Here we go, top tier kid trying to find some value. The overclock from Devil. Of course,
God!
It's gonna get a kill. Yukio down early. They have to back up if they want to keep going. The self-destruct out from Necryze. Got demeched, but right back in it. The Devil still has this charged shot, and Vinny is dead, and Harvey is dead. They've only got one more chance, and SJP goes down. Devil is on a tear. 10% and counting.
I think that's it, other than Yukio getting a speed touch. Yeah, and using that to get out of spawn. I mean, it's last second territory.
Harvey gets the Kitsune Rush out, but that's it! It's over! The bell sounds! Short Bus takes it 4-2. They knock blue team. They are your season 12 console open tier champions.
The upset is complete. Devil is a devil. And I am absolutely disgusted in the most wonderful way in this gamer's performance. Holy crap. Getting it done left and right. Yeah, just the aim, the game. It's just so good. Let's take a look at how we got where we got. And finally, the pendulum swings in one of these teams' fashion, where we see Short Bus and Blue Team trading back and forth. You see how close it was across, 3 out of the 6 maps that we were there. One map separating maps 1 and 2. Short Bus really owning New Junk City. But then we see Esperanza. I mean, it was almost a full completion there from Blue Team. Then the fireworks came out on Watch Point Gibraltar. We saw a clutch up once again, just an almost insurmountable time bank coming into point 3 there for Short Bus, and they get it over the line there with some really clutch play from Double Anacasa once again. And then Antarctic Peninsula was all Short Bus. No questions asked. Full stop. They are your Season 12 multi-tier tournament champions of the NA Console Open League.
And I mean, what a series, man. What a series. Short Bus. I mean, they fall in the second round to Red Team, and they run it back 8 matches in total as opposed to 5 from Blue Team throughout this playoff. I mean, they've just completed one of the most insane lower bracket runs I think I have ever seen. They got revenge on every single team that handed them a loss during this season. They got it back on Hydra. They got it back on Red Team. They got it back on Blue Team. They are your champions, and they are not. I mean, they are not frauds. I mean, I don't know.
No.
Like, I mean, what the hell did we just see?
What did we just see?
I mean,
what did we just see?
We just saw Short Bus take over. That's what we saw.
That's what we saw.
I mean,
we saw
okay.
We saw a hive mind. We saw a hive mind. That's what happened, Fletch. We saw them work as a 5-gamer unit and completely out-strategized on certain maps, because I got ahead of the Blue Team. Blue Team absolutely played their asses off. I don't care if I get in trouble for saying that. They played their asses off, but I tell you what, Short Bus, they had the better strategy. And putting Ricky on Zenyatta on those last 2 maps is absolutely the difference maker here in this grand final. They were not expecting the Ricky Zenyatta to come out. They were not expecting the Hive Mind to swarm that discorded target. That's what gets them over the finish line in the end, Fletch. You know what else they get? They get $1,500 for winning. Blue Team will go home with $500. But my word, we were just treated to one of the best console grand finals that I have seen in all my years in casting CGL.
Yeah, and right now we are going to take a quick break, but when we come back, we will get a winner's interview with Necryze. So stick around. We're gonna get a few words with Necryze. So we'll be right back in just a couple of minutes. All right, welcome back, everybody, and we've got the champion Necryze in here for an interview. And I'll start it off easy. How you feeling, Necryze?
Feeling amazing, to be honest. A great series. We were expecting them to be a little easier, I think, but they played a very awkward comp. But it was hard to adapt to it. But I think that was a problem in the first few games because we like to play our Doom comp. So the thing is with the Doom comp is I couldn't commit to anything with the Mercy, the Echo. They're in the sky. The Tracer I can't commit to. Kiri I can't. And the Hog's always watching if we do go on something. So adapting to that, like the strange comp they were playing, which they were very good at, it was really hard. But I think the Zen pick was what was the game changer because we can just burn the Hog and then look to commit on something. But I'm feeling amazing. Team's very happy. Worked quite hard for it, so I'm ecstatic.
I mean, all right. So, like, our voices like kind of gravelly. Now, we were into it. We were into it. Take me to because the first 4 maps were back and forth. You know,
Yeah.
You pick, you get a win. They pick, they get a win. Take us to Gibraltar in specifically. Bringing Ricky out on the Zenyatta was not expected.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think they had any idea that was coming. Tell me why. And tell me how you guys felt that really ran in your favor.
Okay, so Gibraltar, throughout a lot of our maps, like in the entire CGL playoff so far, we've picked Gibraltar quite a few times. It's a map we like scrim a good amount and we feel comfortable on because we have very good DPS players. It's very solid for Tracer and our hit scan player NRG, or Devil as it's shown there. He's very good. So our thought process with picking Gibraltar was not just a comfort pick for our map, but it's a lot more harder for the Echo to play because of the low like ceiling, the low sky ceiling or whatever it is. So we can't like fly by. It's very hard for him to access our backline and put out a lot of pressure on us. So I felt that it's going to put a lot more pressure on their tank if we have a Discord on him, if he's going to stick to the Hog, which was causing us a lot of problems. If we have a Discord on him, it's going to be very hard for him to maneuver around the map and try and get them to play comp mirrored. So we got him to go to Diva, and then we're a lot more comfortable in the mirror matchup, which I think plays into our favor since we've won that map every single game and time we've played it in scrims, except for one occasion against Red Team, which was still a very close series. So I think we were just playing to our strengths and trying to work around the Hog pick, which is why I went Zen.
Yeah, I mean, first of all, that might have been, I mean, those color teams that y'all go up against, they always seem to come out with some really great matches. I mean, that it was ridiculous, but I mean, I had a question. I'm just my brain is scrambled right now.
Whose isn't?
I mean, my God. Crap. You got one, Billy? I gotta get back in my head.
I do. So I mean, obviously, you know, the first fight win there on, the last fight win on Icebreaker there in Antarctic Peninsula. First of all, being taken there, what were your thoughts? Second of all, what is Devil on, and can I get some, please?
Oh man, dude, we were honestly like midway through the map. He hit like I think it was a slide jump shot on Parker, and it was we were like crazy. And from there, the momentum of our team, because we had like a few spikes and downward spikes of like of confidence, I would say, like going into that game. But that turning point right there was when he hit a shot on Parker, and we were it just boosted our confidence so much. Going into that last fight, we were just screaming to get the stagger kills, holding them in spawn so they couldn't get a touch, because we knew the Tracer was very weak. So I chased him far left, and once we killed him, we knew that their only way of touching is if their Lucio like rolled out somewhere. So we were all just screaming to look for the Lucio, and we just ended up holding them and preventing them from touching.
Okay, so like we know that Devil was on something today, but what were you on? I mean, 5 pulse bomb eats.
Yeah, I don't know.
That was crazy.
It was because again, it's very hard to like commit to anything. So the main way like I was thinking, my thought process throughout most of the map is, especially once we got the Zen 2, but even before that, I was getting a few eats on the pulse bombs, not to just peel, because I can't really commit to anything. It's very risky. So looking at their comp, I know they have a Tracer, and I know they have the Echo and the Kiri. So I know they're gonna try and commit eventually and play off their advantages of when they do get a pick or something. So when we're really good at alt tracking. So when I know they have pulse bomb, I try to do my best to help peel if we don't have like a cleanse or an MO or something, just to give my supports a little bit of a something to not worry about. I try my best, but yeah, it seemed to work out quite well for the first few maps when they were playing the Tracer.
I also have to know, like, obviously it's incredible that you won a championship, but with this defeat of blue team, y'all have actually, I look back and y'all have gotten revenge on every single team that has beaten y'all or handed y'all a loss at the very least this season. So like, what kind of, like, there had to have been some kind of chips on y'all's shoulders going through this bracket. So can you talk about like how, like, the mentality, because y'all played a lot of games throughout this tournament.
Yeah.
Y'all played 8 games. So can y'all like, some teams would get fatigued. Can you tell me how y'all avoided that?
For us, when we first made our team, we were very confident because we're all a good like group of friends who played a lot like in ranked and stuff like that. So we made this team knowing we have a great chance at winning and knowing that blue team and red team have like a good history at doing quite well in tournaments, usually reaching at least semi or losers finals to grand finals. They're quite formidable teams, very, very good. So our loss to red team, and I'll go back even more. A blue team, we were really excited to play them in before playoffs in the regular season match, and we were really wanted to make a statement. That's what our team was about, because those have been the 2 main teams. So our motivation, I would say, is about making a statement to show that we're one of the greater teams in the CGL. So we were really excited to play them, but sadly we had to forfeit our first regular season match against them because we didn't have enough players, which is when we picked up a few more subs so that wouldn't be a problem going forward. So we were really hoping to play blue team going into playoffs eventually so we could make that statement, and the same thing went for red team. We've played them before and we've done very well against them, and then when we lost them in playoffs, it was the same thing that drove us when we came back into losers and played them for the second time, was that motivation of showing that we are a team, not to just, we're not pushovers. We want to make a statement and show that we're one of the best, if not the best, going into the whole event. So that's probably the main thing with us, is we just really wanted to prove that we can compete with the 2 teams that have been dominating the whole time for a while.
I mean, you certainly did that. Holy cow. Plans after this? What are you guys looking forward to? I mean, MTT 13 is coming up after the new year. Are you guys going to stay together as a team? And do we get a chance to see you defend your title?
We want to. We're trying to work out some complications with a few players. I have school coming up where I have to like travel down, so it's going to be a little harder, a lot less time to like play, but we really do seem keen on staying as a team to play for the next CGL, so that is most likely going to be the plan, to defend our title. And then I think going forward, I know we're gonna take a little bit of a break, but we are competing in something else. It's like console contenders, and so we have a few games like once a week, something in that. We're gonna try and win that as well, and then get right back into it for CGL.
Well, y'all proven you're not pushovers. In fact, you're the ones doing the pushing. So, thank you to Nekryz for joining us on the desk for a little bit, and thank you to Short Bus and Blue Team, for that matter, for providing us with an incredible grand finals here. And congratulations once again to you and Short Bus, Nekryz, for taking the whole season.
We appreciate it. Thank you so much for casting. All the casters are great. Headrammer as well. Thank you for the event. It doesn't go without our appreciation. It's a lot of hard work, and we get it. So we appreciate all the easy work you guys give us and the organization of the event. Doesn't have to do it, but he does. So we appreciate all you guys. Thank you again.
Oh, my heart. All right. That was Nekryz joining us here in the casting booth for the post-game championship interview. And that's pretty much a wrap here. We're going to take a look at our bracket, the final bracket here for the final season, and we will see how we got to where we are and how we got this result. It has not been updated on the website yet. Probably Nekryz has to fill it out to get it pre-filled in there, but it was a 4-2 victory here. 8 games played, 7 won, if you really want to be keeping track here, it was 7 games won by Short Bus to take the upset win over the prohibitive favorites in blue team, 4-2. And you know what? There is still one more match to go, one more grand final, and it is going to be the NA Diamond grand final coming up. I believe it's tomorrow.
Tomorrow, yeah.
Yeah, it'll be tomorrow. And then we will see Megalast and 2 Tryhard Ray closing out the MTT 12 season of championships here tomorrow on CGL 1. Fletch, any last thoughts before we get us out of here?
I mean, what a season and what a tournament for Short Bus. I mean, they didn't even make it to the mid-season tournament. Assumedly because of that forfeit loss to Blue Team early in the season, but they wanted to be there, and they couldn't, and now they got their chance, and they took it and they ran with it, right? So. I mean, what an incredible conclusion to an incredible season for an incredible team. I mean, moving forward, I can't wait to see what these players are going to do in the future. That goes for blue team, red team, every other team that played in this tournament. I look forward to seeing everybody back next season. And I look forward to seeing y'all back next season. Thank you all for watching. And I mean, it was more than an honor to get to cast this grand finals, because I'm a console guy, have been since 2017. I mean, this is basically the peak of console Overwatch. This is CGL is everything for the console community. It is as far as competition goes on console, CGL is the lifeblood, the beating heart, and I wouldn't be anywhere without CGL. And, moving forward, I can't wait to be back for next season. And I'm sure Billy has got something similar to say about that fact. And, I'm just happy that I got to be here, man.
Oh, I guess this might cut out just a little bit there at the end, but yeah, I want to echo exactly what Fletch said. Big thanks to Headremmer once again for putting this all together, and to Ray for being the stream team lead and kind of keeping all of us merry idiots on our way and casting, make sure everybody gets a chance to be in the spotlight. But man, this is my 6th MTT that I have cast now, and it has been, once again, the honor of a lifetime coming back to my roots and getting to tell all the stories of all these damn good players. And well, Lucky 13's coming up after the Christmas holidays. So make sure that you guys are all staying tuned to the announcements channel and the CGL server. Make sure you're checking it out on Twitter as well. You'll see it there. But for myself, Fletch, and Hippie, and his entire production team, happy Thanksgiving, Merry Christmas, and we'll see you back in the new year.
Got lots of love. Love. Got lots of love. Love. Got lots of love. Love. Got lots of love. Love.